नमस्सर्वेभ्यः शुभमध्याह्नः स्वागतं कक्ष्यायां। तो अस्माभिः अष्टमपाठस्य किञ्चित् अन्तिमभागमेव शिष्टमस्ति। तत् पठित्वा केचन अभ्यासान् कृत्वा यथा प्रश्नानाम् उत्तराणि दत्वा तदनन्तरम् अग्रे नवमपाठे अपि प्रवेशः स्यात् अद्य। अद्भुतं। तो अष्टमपाठस्य सुभाषितं किम्? एवमस्ति। अष्टमपाठस्य सुभाषितम् एवमस्ति। किमस्ति तत्र? उपका क्षम्यताम्, उपकारिषु यः साधुः साधुत्वे तस्य को गुणः, अपकारिषु यः साधुः स साधुरिति कीर्तितः। कविः एवं वदति, उपकारिषु यः साधुः साधुत्वे तस्य को गुणः, अपकारिषु यः साधुः सः साधुः इति कीर्तितः भविष्यति इति उक्तिः। तो ये उपकारं कुर्वन्ति, ये जनाः अस्माकम् उपकारं कुर्वन्ति, तेषां विषये अस्माकं साधुत्वं वर्तते चेत् तत्र बहु किमपि अधिकं नास्ति, महान् गुणः नास्ति। स्यात् अस्माभिः तत्र साधुत्वं स्थापनीयं तेषु उपकारीषु, परन्तु तत्तु साधुत्वम् इति वक्तुं बहुरस्ति तत्र। यदा अपकारिषु ये अपकारं कुर्वन्ति अस्माकं, तेषु अर्थात् अपकारिषु यः साधुः भवति सः एव साधुः इति कीर्तितः स्यात् किल इति कविः वदति। तो amongst those who help us, one who behaves like a sadhu among such people, what is the big quality of sadhutva in such a person is the muse of the Kavi. Whereas amongst those who actually do wrong to him, those who do apakara to him, those who potentially hurt him, harm him, cheat him, any number of things, amongst those one who is also maintaining sadhutva, that person indeed is sadhu, and so he can be called and his fame can be spread. Kirtitaha. Kirti means that spreading of the fame. Okay, so he is famous as sadhu. So this is the saying, and exactly the storyline that we studied in the morning class. It's actually fitting, befitting Subhashitam that fits that story. Okay, so if one is good to those who do good to him, of what merit is one's goodness? It's only he who is good to even those who do harm to him. That fellow is called a saint. Who is called a saint? He who does good to even those who harm him is called a saint. Now you see this Saptami Vibhakti Prayoga. The grammar point to take away for us is apakarishu upakarishu. Okay, so upakarakah upakarishu is amongst those who help. Okay, that means one who places his sadhutva amidst such people. That means he behaves good and helps those who do help him, or in this case the sadhu who helps those who do harm him also. So amongst those, saptami usage of this, upakarishu apakarishu. Okay. Okay. So one way we can do the Vigraha Vakya for this is Yaha Upakarishu Sadhu Asti Tasya Sadhutve Kaha Gunaha Bhavitum Shakyate. Yaha Apakarishu Sadhu Asti Saha Eva Sadhu Iti Kirtitaha Bhavati. Upakarishu Yaha Upakaram Karoti Saha Upakari Teshu Upakarishu. Okay. तत् सप्तमी बहुवचनम्. उपकारी इत्यस्य विग्रहवाक्यमस्ति यः उपकारं करोति सः उपकारी. देन् द सप्तमी प्लेसमेंट. साधुः, कुलीनः, आर्यः, सभ्यः, सज्जनः इत्यादि पर्यायपदाः पदानि नपुंसके. तो साधुत्वं, साधोः गुणः साधुत्वं. So the quality of a sadhu is sadhutvam, manusyatvam, purushatvam, sadhutvam ityadi. Tasmin sadhutve iti saptamyam. Okay, this is the shaili. We put teshu, tasmin, the tad shabda, we put it in these forms to in that sadhu is in saptami ekavachana sadhutve, like that. This is how we open up the vibhakti portion of the vigraha vakya. Sorry, the what you can call the samasta, or in this case taddita. Some cases it is samasta, some case it is tadita. Here sadhutvam is guna, so it's a taddita from sadhu. I am not particularly expert enough to identify what kind of pratyaya that is. Okay, that's okay. So गुणवत्तायाः सूचनं त्वम् इत्यनेन बहुत्र फलत्वं, वृक्षत्वं, पुरुषत्वं, साधुत्वम् इत्यादि. अपकारिषु यः अपकारं करोति सः अपकारी, तेषु अपकारीषु. यथा उपकारिषु इति आसीत् तथैव अत्रापि वर्णनं. कीर्तितः. ओके, दिस् इस् नाट् तसिल् प्रत्यय. ओके, कीर्तिः यस्य अस्ति सः कीर्तितः. सो कृत् इति धातुः तत्र क्त कृदन्तान्तः कीर्तितः इति. तो दिस इज one of radiant fame, कीर्तितः. The ktavato of this would be kirtitavan, kirtitavati, etc. All right. So, of course, there is this famous story of Buddha and Dushta who comes to harm him, right? So that's one particular example. And of course, just now we read our Sadhu and Vrishchika Katha. So that also is a good example. उपकारिषु यः साधुः साधुत्वे तस्य को गुणः अपकारीषु यः साधुः स साधुरिति कीर्तितः. ओके, अष्टमपाठः, अष्टमः पाठः अथवा समस्ते अष्टमपाठः. प्रश्नाः किं किम् अस्ति अत्र? Fill in the blanks with tvanta forms of the verbs mentioned in the brackets. Very easy exercise. All these little babies are there to help us, you see. Should be very easy. Nursery level. Saha gacchati dash pathati. What is the transformation of gacchati? Crowdsource the answer. Gatva. Very good. So it is very easy because they have already said tvanta. If they put tvanta slash lyabanta and put some upasarga yukta versions, then only we will have a little struggle at least. Now it is too easy, but still. Saha pathati dash kridati.
Pathitva.
Patitva. Okay. So saha pathitva kridati. Sa kridati dash likhati. I heard a kridatva. Kridatva is incorrect. Kriditva. Okay, very good. Kriditva. Sa kriditva likhati. So kasa yesha. Okay. Balah iva drishyate syat nama. Rama likhati dash shrunoti. Rama iti asamanjasah. Ramah iti syat tatra. विसर्गः लुप्तमस्ति मुद्रणे. रामः लिखति शृणोति च किं? लिखित्वा शृणोति. रामः लिखित्वा शृणोति. एषः रामः लिखति, लिखित्वा तदनन्तरं किमपि शृणोति. किं? प्रायः मैकेल् जैक्सन् म्यूजिक् शृणोति. गीता शृणोति डैश खादति. श्रुत्वा. Very good. Now Shrutva with R or Repa U?
Repa.
Repa U. Okay. Shrutva. Some places you have to be little cautious. The spelling changes. Shrutva khadati. Hmm? So after listening, like this nice girl here is listening, then she eats like this girl. Aham pibami. Sorry, pibami. No mahaprana. Aham pibami. Uttishtami cha.
पीत्वा
Pitva. Jalam pitva aham uttishtami. I will drink water and then get up. Yes. Okay. Somebody has a good sale going on in the region. Give the lyap ending forms of the following verbs. So these are all with upasarga, obviously, lyap ending. Anusarati. How do you make it the lyap version?
Anusmruti.
Smriti.
Anushrutya.
Sritya. Anusritya. Okay. Anusritya. So aham Ramah gacchati. Sita Ramam anusritya gacchati. Evam anusritya. Sri gatau iti dhatuh. So similar to gamana kriya only. Okay. So slow movement is called generally. So anusritya gacchati. Prasarayati. Oh, sorry. First, we have to finish the Anu version. I am sorry. Let us continue with the Anu set. Anu gacchati.
Anugat.
Anugamya.
Anugamya. Quite a few got stumped. Anugatva comes to the Anugatya. But Anugamya, Anugatya, both work. Okay. So Anugatva is wrong. Anugamya, Anugatya. Gam dhatu. Anudhavati.
अनुधाव्य
Anudhavya. Very good.
Anudhavya.
Anudhavya. In Tvanta, it would be Dhavitva. Okay, but it here in with Upasarga Anudhavya. Dharane. Sorry, gamane. Hmm? Anujivati.
जीव
Anujivya.
Anujivya. Very good. Jivitva is the Tvanta. Anujivya is the Lebantya. Anujivya. That means living beside. Something like that. Okay. For example, Paramatma asman poshayati vayam anujivya tasya sharanagatim gamishyamaha. Something like that. Some exotic explanation. Okay. We live with his grace. That is Anujivana. Okay. Anubhavati.
Anubhavya.
Anubhavya, one answer. What else? Okay. Anubhuya. Trump. This one is a stumper. Okay. Anubhuya. Bhudatu. Okay. Anubhuya. It's okay. We will practice. We only when we see these forms, we will start learning. That's Anubhuya. It's not easy one. Anubhuya. So now we'll try a few more. Prasarayati. Prasarya. Very good. Having spread. Okay. Sri with a nich is there. Prasritya iti api asti. Iti nasti. Prasarya iti asti. Sri. Okay. So having spread like that. Okay. Prakashayati. Prakashya. Okay. So having published, having brought to light. Having brought to light is the original meaning. Today we take it in the sense of having published, but prakashamana also we know, no, bright. So having lit up like that. Kash plus nichit. Okay. Pradarshayati.
प्रदृश्य
Pradarsha, having displayed. Pradarsha, drish dhatu. Well done. Prakshalayati. Prakshalya. Very good. Prakshalya. Kshal shuddhikarane, something like that. Okay. All right. So sarati sarayati. Kashati kashayati. That extra thing is because of the niche, which is transference. This niche pratyaya is transference of the action to something else. Okay, to make something else bright, to make something else spread, this kind of thing. Okay, praharati.
Praharya.
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 Praharya, one answer. Anybody, any other tries?
Praharya.
Praharya, another answer. Praharya, praharya. Keep trying. Hrutva to
Praharya.
wrong. We know Harati, Hrutva is easy. Okay. Hrutyava, Haryava, iti.
Praharya.
Prahritya.
Prahrya, another answer.
Praharya.
Prahrutya. Okay. This one has Hrutya sense. Okay. Prahrutya. Hrutva becomes Hrutya. Some places the ta comes, some places it doesn't come. This is a continuous stumper for us. Okay. But it's okay. We will practice. This is a good slide to memorize because we have this like a practice table for us. Huh? Many dhatus with lyabantas are there. It's nice. Few more for us. Pariharati. Already we have given the answer. Easy. Parihritya. See, friends. Pra, whether pra or pari, harati will still go hritya. Okay. At least there is that consistency. So parihritya. Okay. That means after having salt. Okay. So parinayati. Pariniya. Very good. Somebody has seen it in a story. We have seen na pariniya, having married. Okay. So actually nayati should not be put directly there. They have put it. Nayati becomes ninaniya. Okay. Nakara comes from the repa coming into the equation. But that's okay. They didn't want to complicate our life. So actual original dhatu is the kriya pada is nayati, not nayati. There is no nayati. There is only nayati. But with the repa, pariniya, it will become. Athava parinayati is also there in lat. Parinayati, pariharati. See, all of them are lat. Anusarati, anugachati, anudhavati, anujivati. They have just separated out the upasarga. If you read it together, then this ranayati is correct. Parinayati, correct. Pariveshayati. Pariveshya. We had seen this. Mata, bhojanam, pariveshya, annam, pariveshayati, something like that. Huh? Mata is always serving others. Poor lady. Vish, anich. Parishilayati. Parishilya, easy one. Parishilya, having examined in a thorough sense. Okay. Parishodhayati. This one is used for research nowadays. This is to purify something. To make something, to make something. Parishodhya. Very good. Shodha plus nich. I have put niche. I hope I have checked the ganas are what they are, because I have to be careful. Sometimes yati comes if it's a particular gana also. It's okay. We'll take it for now. I will have to cross check this niche comment by me in certain places. Anyway, it's just an additional help. Nirdishati. Nirdishya. Very good. Nirdishya. Having directed someone. So Nirdeshakaha is given the name, is given the director thing. Na? So to give direction to another. So dish is disha is direction. So Nirdishya means having given direction, like that. Having directed someone. Nirgachati.
Nirgamya.
Nirgamya. Very good. Nirgamya. Athwa nirgatya also fits. This one dhatu seems to have two forms. Gamya, gatya. So gam dhatu. Nirmati. Nirmaya. Very good. Having created. Having made. Like that. Okay. Nirvapayati. Nirvapya. Putting off or closing the flame actually is the sense. So nirvapya. So vapu plus nich. Okay. Nirupyana. Nirvapya. I don't know why I put nirupya. How will I come out with nirupya? Leave it. Okay. Nirikshate. Nirikshate.
Nirikshya.
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 Having waited. So sarvada aham chhatran nirikshya sakshama kale bodhanam prarabhami. Prarabhami. Prarabhate kila. Prarabhe. Something like that is there. Uttama purusha ekavachana. Have to check it. Okay. Vande, vandate, vandete, vandante, vandase, vandethe, vandadve, vandei, vande, vandai. Okay. Prarabhai. Something like that. Okay. अथवा वंदे वंदामहे वंदावहे in lat. So prarabhe. So nirikshya prarabhe. Like that. Aham. Astu. तो अनुसृत्य अनुगम्य अनुधाव्य अनुजीव्य अनुभूय प्रसार्य प्रकाश्य प्रदर्श्य प्रक्षाल्य प्रहृत्य परिहृत्य परिणीय परिवेश्य परिशील्य परिशोध्य निर्दिश्य निर्गम्य निर्माय निर्वाप्य निरीक्ष्य. Some good practice here. Okay, so now some easy sentences to translate. So let us choose someone because crowdsourcing a sentence answer is tough. So let me choose. I think today I haven't called upon Milindvarya. So Milindvarya, if you can unmute yourself.
Sir, I'm traveling. So
Oh, sorry. Then you mute back, sir, please. Thanks for joining despite your difficulty. We have Srimantini Varye. Srimantini Varye.
Namaste, Mahoday.
Namaste Varye. Leaves fall from a branch. Katam vadasi Samskrite.
Patrani.
Correct.
Branches. Shakha.
Correct. Shakha.
Shakhat. Is it Shakha?
Shakhat, or another way, Tasil Pratyaya if you use.
I actually missed out this lesson.
Oh, okay, no, very easy. Shakhatah. Shakhatah.
Shakhatah. Yes. Shakhatah. Patanti.
So patrani shakat athva shakatah patanti. Well done. Patanti because let fall from, so patanti. One more Bhagini. Money falls from the pocket.
Pocket, Sanskrit, I don't know. Anyway,
Syutam.
Dhana.
Dhanam.
Sweetam. Dhanam. Dhanam.
Syutah, I think. Syutah, but anyway.
Syutah.
But Syutah is Pratama.
Dhanam Sweetah. Sweetata.
Syutatah. Correct. Syutatah.
Syutatah. Patati.
Patati ekavachanam. Samyak. Dhanam athva rupyakam syutatah patati. Okay. Very good. Thanks, Bhagini. Thanks for participating.
Yes, thank you, sir.
Yes, we have a very good attendance today. I think Chandrasekhan Varya has a mute problem. He has appealed to me that he is having some problem. Let's try Latha Sundarrajan Varye. Latha Sundarrajan. Bhagini. I am afraid of a dog.
Aham shunakat. Some trasyami.
Trasyami. Very good. But another one, can you use bhiti version and say?
Aham shunakat.
Bhita. Simple ta. Okay. And I would say aham shunakat bhitah. You would say aham shunakat bhita, like that. Okay. Simple ktanta, we call it ta kridanta. Okay. Or bibhemi. Aham shunakat bibhemi, like that. Okay,
Be- be-
many ways to cut the ice. Okay,
Bibhemi, yeah? Bibhemi.
bibhemi, bhi dhatu becomes bibhemi, something like that.
Oh, bibhemi. Okay, okay.
बिभ्यति बिभ्यतः बिभ्यन्ति बिभ्यसि बिभ्यतः बिभ्यथ बिभेमि बिभेवः बिभावः something like that बिभामः बिभामि वा बिभेमि वा I have to check. Okay, some dhatus are little complex. Anyway, I am afraid of a dog. Okay, shunakat. Very good. Shunakataha also is there, but Shunakat to me sounds sweeter than Shunakataha. This overuse of tasil, this taha business is only if you don't know the declension. Generally, we revert to that. But you can put in the exam /Shunakataha. The corrector will be very happy. Okay. Thanks, Bagini. We will get few more guys to participate. Jyoti Prakash Varye. Hope your bandwidth is doing well today. So, fortnight is shorter than a month.
Fortnight is shorter than a month.
I'll help you if you don't know what is what.
Fortnight.
See, dinam is 1 day. Saptaha is 1 week. Pakshaha is fortnight.
Pakshaha. Masataha.
Masataha.
Shorter.
Laguhu. Correct. Pakshaha masataha laguhu asti. Okay. अथवा मासात् लघुर अस्ति अथवा लघुः अस्ति. Pakshaha masat nyunaha laguhu. Both are okay. Nyunaha also is fine.
Okay.
Less. And laguhu is also smaller. Okay. Very well done. Okay. Thanks, Bagini. Venkatesh Paivarya. She does not work due to laziness.
Sa alasyat na karyam karoti.
Very good. Na is slightly misplaced. Na karyam. You should say karyam na karoti. You should put the na before the kriya. It is better. Okay. Not that it is incorrect, but na karyam sounds like some non-work type of description which is not correct. So na karoti is better. Okay. Sa
we
alasya.
Translate as per that what is said in English. That's the reason it comes like that.
No. Don't go. Go with your mother tongue and then go into Samskritam. You will get it.
This is the problem. This is the problem. Yeah. Thank you.
Well done. Sa alasyat karyam na karoti. Okay. So I have slightly complex. Harita patrani shakhayaha atava shakhatah. Oh, shakha is strilinga. So we cannot. I made a mistake earlier. Shakhat is incorrect. Pullinga declension is incorrect. Shakhayaha is the correct source form, Panchami form. Or shakatah, our Sharanu. Tasil. Shakatah patanti. Okay, then dhanam yutaka koshat. Okay, kosha syuta is also there. Kosha is better, I guess. Yutaka koshat, pocket of the shirt, something like that. Or koshat or koshatah patati. Then aham shunakat trasyami. We had got that right. Trasam bhitim anubhavami. This way also we can say. Pakshaha masat lagu salasyat karyam na karoti. So with that we are done with the 7th lesson. Excellent. So let us now move to
lesson
8th lesson. Okay. All right. So Pravesha Ashtamaha Pataha. Ashtama Pate Suktihi Evamasti Ekapangti Uktihi Evamasti ज्ञातसारोऽपि खल्वेकः संदिग्धे कार्यवस्तुनि ज्ञातसारोऽपि खल्वेकः संदिग्धे कार्यवस्तुनि.
The 9th chapter now. We have finished 8.
अय्यो I
Yeah,
opened
finished
it.
it.
I thought it looked familiar. I'm sorry. Thanks. Funny. Ninth one. प्रवेशः नवमः पाठः तो नवमस्य पाठस्य सूक्तिः एवमस्ति अद्भुतमस्ति चित्रणं तु पश्यामः किं वदति इति विकारहेतौ सति विक्रियन्ते येषां न चेतांसि स्त एव धीराः विकारहेतौ सति विक्रियन्ते येषां न चेतांसि त एव धीराः. So vikara hetuhu means hetu is a shabda used for reason. Okay, some deep reason is called hetu. Okay, vikara hetuhu means that reason which is reason for distraction or modification in an incorrect sense. So in the end, this becomes distraction. Vikara hetuhu means reason for distraction. Vikara hetau sati. Okay, this is called Sati Saptami Prayoga in Samskritam. You are going to learn about this in the ongoing next few levels. It's a beautiful technique in Samskritam. So this is like a causal Saptami. Okay, so this Sati Prayoga is like a causal Saptami. Despite the presence of a distracting agent, okay, despite the presence of a reason for distraction, okay, vikriyante yesham na chetamsi, yesham chetamsi na vikriyante, I don't know, vikriyante, rishva only, okay, fine. Yesham chetamsi na vikriyante. So those whose minds do not get distracted, do not get vikruta, vikara, vikriya, same thing, vikara. So do not get distracted. Te eva, this ta eva you will slowly understand as you do the sandhi etc. There is a sandhi called yanta vanta sandhi. Te plus eva becomes tai, tai eva yakar, ayadesha will come. In the ayadesha, the yakara lopa can be optionally chosen. So tayeva has become ta eva. Okay, the yalopa has been taken by the Kavi. So taeva. So it's actually teva originally. Okay. Why he did this? Why did he change te to ta through all the sandhi mechanism? Because he wanted a hriswakshara there. Okay. Due to the meter need of this, for him this fit very well, this taeva. So where they need dirgha, they can go te eva. Where they need hriswa, they can go taeva. It's all nicely available to them, these techniques. Okay, after a while you'll start immediately identifying, oh, this is a yanta desha, yalopa, like that. Pat it comes. Okay. Vikar hetosati vikriyante yesham na chetamsi te eva dhiraha. Those indeed are the men who are dhiras, who are brave. True braveness is there in them. So those whose minds are not tempted even where there is a cause for temptation, cause being hetu. Okay, they alone are brave, can be called brave. Who is the extreme example of this? Is of course Lord Shiva. Okay, if you remember, all kinds of effort are done to prevent his extreme austerity, because people are afraid that it will burn everything. Okay, his the heat from his austerity is so much, they're afraid it will burn everything, so they want to calm him down. And to calm him they try everything, right? One of the things, Parvati herself tries that. Okay, so she is one. All right, and then others are simply for normal people like us. These are all like, tasty food, then bhiti janaka vyagraha, tapaha, santapaha, surya devasya va, atava meghasya garjanam, varshayaha santapaha evam, atava vatasya garjanam, atava vahanam, atava धनस्य इच्छा एतत् सर्वं त्यक्त्वा एषः तपाचरणं करोति तपस्य आचरणम् अस्तु एतत् उक्तिरेतत् कुतः प्राप्तम् इति ज्ञास्यामः कुमारसम्भवम् इति काव्ये अस्ति okay. So as you know, Kumara Sambhavam is about actually the birth of Shanmukha to Shiva and Parvati. So appropriately it's from that. So let us see this very, very interesting long meter. I have not identified what is the meter, but clearly this is quite a tough meter, long one. So this is how it goes. Pratyarthibhutam apitam samadehe शुश्रूषमाणां गिरीशोऽनुमेने विकारहेतौ सति विक्रियन्ते येषां न चेतांसि त एव धीराः. Okay, so now we have to focus on the first half. What is it saying? Okay, so Anvaya is like this. Let us take the Girishah Samadehe Pratyarthibhutam api Shushrushamanam tam Anumene. Beautiful say phrase here. Girishah being Shivaha. Okay, it's because he resides in the top of Himalayan hills. He's called Girisha. Okay, so Samadehe Pratyarthi Bhutam Api. Samadhi is the state, supreme state of focus one gets through the Tapacharana, right? Of the Samadhi, Samadehe, of the Samadhi, Pratyarthi Bhutam. Okay, Pratyarthi Bhutam is the one who was the opposer. Pratyarthi, if you can identify in our Laukika languages also, means opposer. So the Bhutam is one who is of that. Okay, so one who is distracting him essentially. Pratyarthi Bhutam api tam Parvatim. Okay, tam Parvatim. Kidrisham tam. Okay, Shushrushamanam, one who was only attempting to serve him. Okay, if you remember, she has been sent through the word from also the Agnya of Parvataraja saying, yes, I think Narada goes to Parvataraja, etc., etc. All that is there, background, right? So then she pretty much had heard of him and already, very much had determined that she wants to be his wife. So she has gone there to try and appease him. Of course, she didn't have any intention to disturb him, but her only interest was to appease him and make him look at her. So she was doing all kinds of shushrusha, bringing him food, etc., whatever. Okay, so shushrusha manam. Shushrusha is the caring. Okay, this manam this is called current. That time continuous tense. Okay, shushrushamana is one who is doing shushrusa, like that. Okay, so tam anumene, he withstood, he permitted, he did not send off, like that. He permitted, that's it. So Shiva, despite she being the cause of potential opposition to his tapa or samadhi, he withstood, he tolerated her who was serving him, like that. Okay, so that is the first part. And then stating the fact of how Shiva behaved with Parvati at that time. Okay, um, see, if you remember, he got angry at Manmata, not at Parvati. He never hurt her. Okay, vikara hetau sati yesham chetamsi na vikriyante te eva dhiraha. So that second line summarizes the nature of Shiva in not getting distracted despite such causes, because he knew the purpose of the distraction was innocent one. Okay, not in a wrong sense. Whereas when Manmata came, it was not so innocent. Okay, that's why he got angry, because there was some plan. Okay, So Shivaha yogasya paripanthinim Vignakarinim api sevamanam tam parvatim. Okay, this is that beautiful alternate word explanation of that pratyarthi bhutam shushrushamanam tam. Okay, na nishedhaya masa na duri kritavan. So then vikriya karane vidyamane sati api येषां प्राणिनां मनांसि प्राणिनाम् अत्र मनुष्याणां मनांसि विकारं न गच्छन्ति ते एव जनाः धीराः न इतरे इति अर्थे. Okay, this is Tatparya. What it tries to do usually is where required it uses alternates, where not required it uses what is there, but tries to reword it in Sanskritam this way. Of course, it's easy to write it in other languages. The skill to develop that into Sanskritam will come by the time you reach Kovida level. You will start enjoying ability to do these kinds of things. Okay. So this I have taken help from this wonderful blogspot of somebody to explain. So Shiva, even without banishing the beautiful Parvati who was trying to serve him, maintained his yogic mental composure without getting distracted. Such are true men. Nice one. Any questions? Okay.
Okay, sorry. Look, I have a doubt. The last lesson, Trayate, that fear is Atmanepati, no? Trayami, it won't come, no, Magadya?
See, tras is different from tra. Tra is different. Tra is protection, right? Tra is to palana poshana. Okay.
Okay.
So this we have to check. This trasyati comes from what we have to check. Okay.
So I got confused with Tra is Baya.
No,
I
it
told
happens. There are so many dhatus that sound so similar. It will take some time for us to filter that. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we will cross check. You can go to ashtadhyayi.com and search for this another tra type of dhatu and see if you can put your finger on that.
Okay, dhanyawad.
Yeah. Okay. Bhashabhyasah. So now we step into the next level to learn this time a new variant of the verb. We have learnt, gatavan, all that. So and then kritva, datva, etc. And then prakrishya, all those lebantas. So this time now this is something new called tumunantas that we are going to learn today. So we are going to have Tripti Varye help us to read some of the sentences. Tripti Varye, are you going to help us?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Bhagini. So first column for you, verb from that on. Yeah.
Verb, study the following sentences. Saha videsham gantum ichchati. He wishes to go abroad.
Just pause for me. So here you see, Saha Videsham Gachati is he goes, but there is a icha in him to go. How do you say it? To go, to go? How do you do this to go business? That is this tumun pratyaya we call it. Okay, gantum ichchati, gantum prabhavati. Okay, arabdhum ichchati. These kind of tumun pratyayas we call it. Okay, so saha videsham gantum ichchati. There is also another type of sanadi pratyaya technique to derive this gam dhatu into jigami shati. Okay, it's a little complex at this level, but the praudha method to say this saha jigami shati desires to go, but how do you say videsham jigami shati? I'm not too sure of the prayoga of that. Anyway, Gantum Ichchati is very easy for us. Okay, so we'll stick to that. Continue, Bhagini.
Eshah pathitum vidyalayam gacchati. This person, masculine, goes to school to study.
Yeshaha being masculine, they have indicated that. Patithum vidyalayam gachati. Natu anya karyam kartum kevalam patitum saha एषः क्षम्यतां विद्यालयं गच्छति अस्तु अग्रे
इयं गीतं गातुम् उत्तिष्ठति. This person feminine stands up to sing a song.
so iyam is alternate for esha. Okay, so others variants. So iyam geetam gatum uttishtati esha balika mahila va geetam gatum. Okay, to sing a song, to sing gatum, to study patitum, to go gantum. So she stands up to sing. Continue Bhagini.
भक्तः देवं वन्दितुं देवालयं गच्छति. A devotee goes to the temple to worship.
Vandana is one of the processes of worshipping, so you can take that. So to bow down to God, that's what actually it literally means here. Devotee goes to the temple to bow down to God. Okay, vanditum. Okay, so vandana, vanditum, vandati, vandate. I think it is atmane. But anyway, in tumun it is vanditum. Okay, this atmane paditva, parasmai paditva and all, they just go for a task with kridanta. Like we found pretty much one form. Okay, number 5 Bhagini.
Yes. Aham kriditum kridanganam gachami. I go to the playground to play.
Kridanganam, kridayaha anganam, kridanganam. Okay, the area of play. Okay, in order to play. So aham kriditum kridanganam gachami, na tu viharanartham. Some people go there for roaming around. So continue Bhagini.
Amba puktum.
Read again.
Amba puktum.
Where is pu?
Sorry, paktum. Mahansam pravishati. Mother enters the kitchen to cook. Amba paktum mahanasam ravishati.
So in this book, all ambas and matas are doing this pariveshanam, pachanam. Okay, amba paktum mahanasam pravishati. So bhojanam va kimapi paktum, in order to the pachana kriya, the tumun, with the tumun, it takes the form paktum, not pachitum or something. Okay, so we have to remember these tumun forms also. It's one of the 16 forms that are important for each dhatu. Amba paktum mahanasam pravishati. Just a minute, before Bhagini goes on, I just want to see the annexure. Annexure for Pravesha. Okay, only they have not given the complexity yet because they have not taught everything. They have only given some declensions, some popular nouns. Actually, whatever Mukhabhyasa we have to do, it's already there in the 11th chapter. Okay, for popular nouns, and then there are some popular dhatus. Pretty nice. Okay, so Maukika Abhyasaya Samyak asti etat. So in the next level, you are going to start getting sets of dhatus with popular forms. Tumun form, Tvanta, Lyabanta, all those things. Okay, in the next level, Parichaya level, you will get that table, and it will continue a little bit more in the Shiksha level also. So there, all this 11th chapter become good collectible item. These books don't give away. Keep them in your library. They are very, very useful. Okay. So paktum mahanasam pravishati. So she enters the kitchen, mahanasam. Okay. So that's where you cook is called mahanasa. So mahanasam pravishati. Continue, Bhagini.
Saha khaditum upahar mandiram gachati.
He goes to a hotel.
Hotel to eat.
See, mother is cooking at home. This fellow goes to a hotel to eat next. What a sad pair of. Okay, so khaditum, in order to eat. Upahara mandiram gacchati. Mahanasam tu na gacchati. Astu. Continue, Bhagini.
Sa jayam praptum vegena davati. She runs fast to get victory.
Oh, PT Usha. So, Sa Jayam Praptum Vegena Dhavati. In order to win, she runs fast. So, Jayam Praptum, Jetum also could have been there. Okay, the shorter version of this Jayam Praptum is Jetum. Okay, in order to win. But they have used the Prapti is Tumun. So, Jayam Praptum, Apnoti, that dhatu. Okay, with pra upasarga. But the presence of the upasarga makes no influence. There is no like tvanta, lyabanta alternatives for tumun. Tumun is fixated. Whether there is upasarga or there is no upasarga. Okay, no problem. Okay, tum, only it will end more or less. Okay, so that is the important thing. So this tumun is the thing that remains from that. Okay, rest are technical letters, unpronounceable things for Sangya by Panini. Thanks, Bhagini. Well read. Let's invite Pavan Kumar Varya. Vasuki is also there. Maybe she can participate next. Pavan Kumar Varya.
Mahodaya.
Mahodaya, you get plenty of them. 11 of them, I think.
Yes, sir.
12 of them you get. Continue, sir.
Sarve chitram drushtum.
Drushtum. Where is drushtum?
Drashtum, sorry.
Drashtum. Yeah. You have to be very careful, very careful. Drashtum ichanti.
Drashtum ichanti. All want to see the picture.
So drish dhatu takes drashtum form. Drashtum in order to see. Continue, sir.
Vayam aranyam drashtum gachamaha. We go to see the forest.
Aranyam drashtum gachamaha. See, there the halantamakara because of ikara here. Here the anuswara bindu because of gakara. Vyanjana here, swara there. So, okay. That's otherwise there is no difference between these two. Drashtum. Okay. There is a subtle pronunciation variation. That's why the corresponding changes from anuswara to halantamakara. Actually, it's a vice versa. Continues.
Snanam kartum jalameva nasti. There is no water to have bath.
Okay. Snanam kartum jalameva nasti. Jalam eva nasti. There is no water at all. Okay.
No water.
Water itself, that one. Water itself is not there to do snanam like that. Continue, sir.
Simha jalam patum nadim gachati. A lion goes to the river to drink water.
Pibati. That one. Patum. Okay. Tumun becomes patum. Karoti becomes kartum. Actually, everywhere it will be interesting to see the lat also always. Pibati patum. Karoti kartum. Pashyati drashtum. Okay. So that is repeated there. Prapnoti praptum. Khadati khaditum. Pachati paktum. Kridati kriditum. Vandate vanditum. Atmane. Vandate vanditum. Gayati gatum. Okay. Then pathati pathitum. Okay. Gachati gantum. See how that practice is a good one. Okay. See if you can develop that, because if you mouth at least the lat and then you associate better. Sometimes going technical saying gham dhatu, pat dhatu is going to probably hammer you guys. Already actually Samskrita Bharati masters, if they listen to my class, they will come and say, what are you doing, Anuj? Hammering them with all this nonsense. Just teach basic stuff like that. Okay. So correct. They are saying the right things if they tell me that. So I'm remembering that always. So we continue to number 13, sir.
Sahasnatum nadim gatavan. He went to the river to take a bath.
Snatum. Okay. So snati is the lat form. Snati. So snatum. Okay. Continue.
Aham sangeetam srotum ichhami.
Oh, sorry, sir. Sorry, sir. You please take a break. Have some water. Don't choke, please. Don't choke. Take a break, Pavan Kumar Varya.
Sir,
Okay.
I'll just taking.
Yeah.
Aham sangeetam shrotum ichhami.
Hmm.
I wish to listen to music.
Music. I wish to listen. Shrotum. So
So,
Shrunoti was the let form. Shrotum is the tumun form. Pavan Varya, you take a break. We will have someone else
okay.
help us out.
Thank you.
Please, yeah, take a break. So I had called someone else, right? I indicated someone else is there. Vasuki Varya, of course. It's been a long time. Vasuki Varya, are you able to help us?
Yes.
So you have to continue from the 15th one, Bagini.
Sa katham lekitum ichati. She wishes to write a story.
Likhati lekhitum. Okay. Likhati likhitva. Okay. Pralikhya lekhitum. So you see, we are starting to build a small reservoir of variation. See, likhitavan also we have learned. Likhitavati also we have learned. So many things we have learned with one dhatu now. Likhati and then alikhat, lekhishyati, and we have also learned likhatu, lot. Okay. Likha also, Madhyama Purush also we have learned, and also we have learned this tumun today, lekhitum, likhitva also we have learned. So many already, such a good exposure already in these lessons. Fantastic. Sa katham lekhitum ichchati. To write a story she desires. Continue, Bagini.
Chatraha prashtum udyuktaha. A student began or is preparing to ask a question.
So udyuktaha means engaged in, is a ktanta. But anyway, udyuktaha abhavat or something like that we have to assume. He became like that. So prashnam prashtum, for what he became engaged, to ask a question. Karma pada for the pruchati kriyapada. Okay. Prashnam pruchati. Prashtum udyuktaha. Okay. Pruchati becomes prashtum. See, the r of pruchati becomes repa. Prashtum. Okay. We have to notice the changes. Okay. All right. Number 17.
Kaha dirgha kalam jeevitum na ichchati. Who does not wish to live long?
Kaha dirghakalam yavat jeevitum naichati. Yavat we use in this kind of places. Kaha dirghakalam jeevitum naichati. Jeevitum, jeevati, jeevitum. Okay. Long time. Who doesn't wish to live for a long time as long as everything is going well? I think we have to put that in brackets. Continue, Bhagini.
Pita katam baktum ichchati. Father wishes to tell a story.
Story. Such a sweet thing if that happens. Pita katham vaktum ichchati. Putram, then it is okay. Patnim katham vaktum ichchati, not okay. Okay, continue.
Shigram uttatum prayatnam kuru. To try to get up early.
There you go. So every mother's problem. Shigram utthatum prayatnam kuru. So says mata to the putra. Okay. So utthatum, sthadatu. Okay. Tishtati is the let form. See how far it has gone. Utthaya, upasarga is there. Sthadatu. So utthaya would have been lyabanta. Of course, for tvanta it would have been tishtva, not ut. Once ut comes, it cannot be tvanta. So utthaya. That in tumun is utthatum, in order to get up. To get up. Shigram utthatum prayatnam kuru. This is lot. Hey, Bhavan or tvam kuru, right? Tvam prayatnam kuru. Kim prayatnam utthatum. Katham utthatum. Shigram utthatum prayatnam kuru. That's called akanksha paddhati. Just now I walked back from kriyapada. That technique they were going to teach you. It's brilliant. Continue, Bagini.
Sa nutanam shatikam durtam ichchati.
Durtam na.
Sorry. Daturm ichchati.
Not daturm.
Yes, sir.
No. This repamsha in the top has to be pronounced first.
Dartum.
You got it
Dartum.
at last. Dhartum.
Dartum.
Dharana to wear. Dhartum in order to wear.
Sa Nutanam Shatikam Dartum Ichati. She wishes to wear a new sari.
This lady. Okay. Sa Nutanam Shatikam Dhartum Ichati. Okay. All right. Actually, she's pointing to the question though. So maybe it's a student. Okay. So let us quickly revise the forms we have learned. Thanks, Bhagini, Vasuki Bhagini. Gantum, Pathitum, Gatum, Vanditum, Kriditum, Paktum, Khaditum, Praptum, Drashtum, Kartum, Patum, Snatum, Shrotum, Lekhitum, Prashtum again, Jivitum, Vaktum, Utthatum, Dhartum. Okay, only couple of repeats, otherwise everything else is quite unique. Prashtum, maybe it was the first time. Praptum had come, Drashtum had come, Prashtum had come first time only there. Okay, so if you pretty much see, tum comes everywhere. Invariably there is a tum. Okay, so that's very clear. Okay, so tumun gives the tum ending. Okay, remember that. So let us quickly see the summary of what we learned. Okay, before we call it a day. The block lettered words above have tumun suffix. When a tumun is suffixed to a dhatu, we get the above forms like udaharanam, gam plus tumun, gantum, pat plus tumun, pathitum. See, the prakriya is quite different. See, gum became gan, that makara changed to nakara. That's kind of understandable. One anunasika changed to another type. Okay, gantum, because gamutum sounds all ta ta da dha na. So savarna, so nakara comes. Very clean operation gantum. But pathu plus tumun, where did this ikara come from? That is the prakriya. Some prakriya is there, not pattumun, patthum, no, patithum. So they softened it up with a prakriya. Panini put some formula out there to mimic how the world softened it up. So pathitum, like that. Okay. So Panini would have worked at it saying, okay, let's start from pat and go to the different varieties. So that's why he used the dhatu as pat and went to pati for here. Another place pat works correctly without all this rikriya required. So he would have already done the dhatu pata with the correct form to start from and then shown the formulas to transform. Okay. Visheshaha. What is the special note? Whenever we put a question, to know the purpose of an action like why, what for, the reply we get is the word ending in tumun. Okay, purpose of an action. Okay, so purpose of an action when we want to know, then generally tumun comes in the answer. So aham patitum gacchami, I go to study. Why do I go to study? Patitum. Okay, that one. Okay. Saha drashtum agachat, he went to see. What for did he go to see? Drashtum. Saha kimartam agachat, saha drashtum agachat. Aham kimartam gacchami, aham patitum gacchami. So that kimartam sense comes, but for the action. So that one. Okay. Of course, you can say pathanartam gacchami, darshanartam agachat. Like that also you can answer. But tumun is a shorter, better, sweeter way of doing it. Drashtum agachat, patitum gacchami, like this. Okay. Tumun causes variations in some roots. As usual, Samskrita Bharati tries to help us with some complex ones with simple tables. Nayati netum, to take, in order to take. Pachati paktum, we saw this with Amba. Okay, Pachati paktum. Namati nantum, see this. Makara has changed to Nakara again as a Savarna. Nakara belongs to the Tagana, Tavarga, so Tata Dadhana. So there is a transformation, nantum. But otherwise, it is also straightforward. Similar to gantum, it is nantum, not too difficult. Gayati, gatum. Okay, yakara disappeared. Gatum came. Okay, pashyati, drashtum, total change of the dhatu form from pash to drish. Okay, this one happens for pash drish pairs a lot. This, if you notice, even in Kannada, I have noticed some dhatus in Kannada also change color completely. Okay, in different tenses. Likhati, lekhitum. Okay, again ekara came there. Lekhitum, A and E, lekhitum. Likh dhatu becomes lekh and lekhi and then tum. So quite a bit of transformation. Gacchati, gantum. See, gam dhatu. We actually go from gam to gantum. Just like here, nam to nantum. Okay. Milati, melitum. In order to meet. Okay. Again, A, E. Prichati, prashtum. So R became repa. I also earlier drew your attention to this. Sometimes this R becomes repa. Okay. So we have to be noticing that. Pibhati, patum. Padatu. Actually, Pibhati gets more transformative modifications, whereas Patum is straightforward. Pa plus tumun, Patum. Tishtati, Sthatum. See, Stha dhatu changes its form so much to Tisht. Okay, Tishtati, Sthatum. The dhatu is Stha. So the tumun is straightforward. Stha dhatu. So see, Nayati, Ni dhati. Ni dhatu becomes Netum. There is a growth of E to A. So Paktum, Pach dhatu. So Paktum. Nantum, Nam dhatu. Actually, Nam dhatu. So Gatum, Gai dhatu. Okay. So over time, the benefit is there to know the dhatu form also as well as the lat form. Right now, they're teaching you this present tense form and then showing because that's good. But it will be quickly useful to have the dhatu version also. That's this gum pat business also helps us because some places it's easier to come from the dhatu than from the lat. Okay. Tishtati sthatum, yachati dhatum. See how it completely changed. Okay. Dadati also dhatum, yachati also dhatum. They should have put that here. Dadati also becomes dhatum, yachati also becomes dhatum. Okay. Some dhatus collide in forms. In fact, those dhatus already have colliding meanings. So it's not too difficult that their forms also collide in some lakaras and in some cases some kridanta forms. This is a kridanta form. This kridanta form is called tumunanta, one of the 110 or so kridantas. This is a very important one, tumun, in order to do something like that. Okay. So with that, I think we can call it a day today, 4 o'clock and 7 minutes. So we'll continue the lesson next Saturday by studying more examples and seeing what they have to teach. Okay, in the next lesson, they have something new to teach there. We'll catch up with that next class, next Saturday. So till then, have a nice week. Normally we say have a nice weekend. In Sanskrit classes, we say have a nice week. Such a nice difference. Okay, and I am preparing, giving final touches to the quizzes for the 8th chapter. I will release the quizzes. So some of you can try that. If you can make time for that, that will be nice. So any questions at this time? Astu. Prarthanaya samaptim ghoshayamah. Sahanavavatu sahanau bhunaktu sahaviryam karavavahai तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ तत्सत् धन्यवादाः पुनः मिलामः
धन्यवादः महोदय।
धन्यवादः।